So we're debuting the announcement of Live 7 today. I'll take you through some of the ins and outs of the program, as well as some of the new features. So we'll start with the enhanced audio engine. It's been totally reworked from the ground up, 64-bit. Very, very cool. We've also got some amazing new MIDI instruments, as well as audio effects. So let's start with some of those. We've reworked Compressor now. Compressor 2 is now brand new with a new sidechain ability. You see right here where my cursor is. We've also got sidechaining available on auto filter, sidechaining available on the gate. A very highly requested feature update that we've now put into all three of these plugins. We're also, let me go ahead and play some audio. We've also got brand new Spectrum audio analyzer. We'll open that up, drop that right in on this track. There we go. You can also go full screen with this. Give you an idea of what's happening with your music visually. Very, very, very cool. So, move down the line. We've also got a brand new feature, importing Rex files, brand new in Live 7. So any Rex file is able to drag into an audio clip, either on the session page or the arrange page, which is really, really cool. I want to show you another feature. It's our audio slicing feature. So let's go ahead and find a couple of grooves here. There we go. Here we go. So I'm going to drag this audio clip right into clip slot number 1. Double click it. Gives you a very good illustration. Now, audio, just like it has been in all past versions of Ableton Live. Now, we can simply right-click on this audio clip, and we can slice the audio to a new MIDI track. In this case, I'm going to choose 16th notes. Now, so now, right next to it, opens up a brand new audio clip, and this is the new MIDI version of sliced audio. You see it playing down. Of course, we can edit this audio, do all kinds of interesting tricks with it. I've never had a problem either. Okay, that's just the tip of the iceberg. As we close this back down again, we now have a new icon window arrow. Open this up, gives me individual channels of each one of those individual slices. See a pattern across the left to right here. Very, very cool. And if I double click on each one of those slices, you'll see that each piece of audio is its own simpler device. Its own simpler instrument, which is unbelievably cool. Because now you have the ability to apply all the synthesizer, attack, sustain, decay, release, all the auto filter, everything that's capable inside Simpler on each one of these tracks, slicing tracks individually. So it's a very, very cool way to work. One last thing to show you is now that we've taken this MIDI track, and maybe we just want to work with the first bar or so. And we want to change a couple of the pieces of MIDI. Move these around, drop this in, duplicate this out, cut these out. I don't know where Great. Now, let's go ahead and freeze this track. And we'll drag this piece of MIDI clip information into an audio track, and we have instant audio. So now we've converted that MIDI information to an audio clip, and there it is. So you're able to yes, you can do that with 6, but what we did is we went a step further, and we actually took an initial audio loop, sliced in individual slices, reworked them to different locations, different MIDI notes, and then put that back as an audio. So we went full circle all the way around. So very, very cool. Let me show you guys drum racks. All right, so here's drum racks. I'm going to double click on this channel, and right down here where my cursor is, I've got the individual pads for our brand new drum rack. Any piece of audio can be dragged into the drum rack. For example, this loop, lay right in. Okay. Each one of these different paths, just like when we sliced audio to MIDI, it turns into its own simpler. So it's the rebirth of simpler basically in 7. Very, very cool. So now you have the ability, okay, basically own drum rack, drum machine, drum creation tool. But here's what's cool. Just like in the slicing, I can break these out into individual tracks. And get the metronome, maybe go to another version, hi-hat. Loop it. We'll go back, we'll check for the metronome on. So you can see each one of these drum hits, if you will, are on each one of their channels. So I can add, let's take the snare, add, go to our internal audio effects, and let's add a filter delay. Now I've got audio effect filter just on the snare track, its own individual channel. Very, very cool. I can pack those back down, create other effects on top of that, so it's very, very deep. So that's drum racks. We also, now in our video, scoring the video, we scored a Quicktime movies, exporting video, now we can export audio to video. As far as audio tracks? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Check it out. It's also a fully recordable DAW, like this question you had. So let me bring the volume down a little bit. We'll go ahead. There we are. We're live. Boom, boom. Let's go back up to our clips last turn our metronome on. As a matter of fact, let's just get a groove. Okay, so let's use that as our reference. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last clip. Real simple. See how easy it is. Oh, it's just on the computer. I'm not using, there's nothing elaborate here. We're keeping things really simple. So, you get the idea how quickly we can punch audio in, punch audio out, treat it like a fully functional DAW. A bigger example of that would be right here. Now we've got several tracks, more of a band-oriented situation.
Girl, I have never seen something quite like this.
Now let's say we want to go, we play with different clips. So we're happy with that. We've got this clip, this clip.
Girl, I have never seen something.
Okay, so we've got all these different clips playing in different areas. But what if we want to put this into an arrangement? We can drop it right over into this DAW. So we can start working in that sort of familiar interface. Right. So what we do, we select our global record right here, and we'll start with guitar, maybe launch this clip, bongos, turn the volume down on the bongos a little bit, and then go right to the jam right here. Bongos back in, to the verse.
Girl, I have never seen something quite like this. Bring it to the room.
All right, so the change, check this out.
Give me some to win you over. Give me time to let me in. You've been with so many.
So all that information, all those clip launches, all the different mutings, all the different envelope information is all viewable right here on the arrangement page. So now we can take all our traditional tools, like our bracking tools, copying, take our pencil tool, start dragging in on automation, so you get the idea. Now we can just stay in this mode and simply work in DAW mode. We got multiple automation lanes now, which is very cool. So we can add, so we got volume here. We draw on a little volume. We'll go ahead and put that as lane number 1. Go back up, choose mixer, start playing with our panning. There we go. We'll put that in lane number 2. And you can see it just goes and goes and goes and goes. Absolutely. EQ effects, insert effects, whatever envelope information we want to do, we can do. So automation lanes, I think the most you can do is like 128 or something. So that's version 7. We'll be seeing it very, very soon right now in AES 2007. Lots of new features. Definitely hit the Ableton.com website. Brand new movie showing you the new features of version 7. And, Enjoy it. My name's Susan Singletary, lead clinician for Ableton. We'll see you guys next time.